How's it going, y'all? So I did mention last time some connectors and other little odd tidbits of cords or plugs that I have. So I'm going to show y'all those first because I managed to find some of them. First off, the extenders that I mentioned for the left and right audio cords. It's just a red and white on one end and then a red and white on the other end. So you would plug it into one side if you've only got like a short cord, and then you would plug in a longer one to connect to a TV. Now it can be very good, very useful in taking a console and getting it further away from a TV if you don't have enough space where the TV is or whatever device you're trying to hook up to is. But I would imagine it'd be like electric extension cords, rather. Only use one at a time. Don't try to daisy chain them and hook up connector after connector. Otherwise, you'd probably get very fuzzy or very bad signal at the far end. So then you've got this splitter plug. And I've got a few of these just from having them in boxes and finding them clearing stuff out. But like, oh, well, I guess we can keep that or, set that aside. But this was allegedly useful in the Nintendo console where you can hook up both red and white. But I've also thought, could you use it for, say, 2 sets of earbud speakers if you're doing a game or something like that and you want to try to do you and a friend with earbud speakers right there on the couch so you can still talk, both of you, to a party online. Don't know, never tried it. It'd be cool to try. This, I'm assuming it's one of those audio jacks or something, but it's a audio jack looking plug on with a port on the other end where you could just plug it in and hook something up on this end. I would assume it's a converter or an extender of some kind. But onto those 3 cords that I mentioned. First off, if y'all can see it, and I'm going to try to get it close enough, this one says SNES control deck or RF switch with the S in parentheses. And it came out with the Super Nintendo or Nintendo. Basically what it means is, hey, you can use this for both consoles. It may have just been a reason to get people to buy it because you can still use a cord. But I thought about trying Mario World or Super Mario Kart or something like that on the Super Nintendo and see just how bad it is rumored to be. Next one that I think is really cool. Some of you will know this as the GameCube TV cord. Some of you will know it as the N64. But it's actually 4 or 5 different consoles that can be used for. So you've got the Super Nintendo. You've got the Nintendo 64. The GameCube. And apparently it could be used for the Sega Dreamcast. Now, I've never had a Dreamcast. Never known anybody who had one. So I cannot confirm or deny that. There may have been a 5th console that can be used for. I'm not sure though. But regardless, if you can use the same cord for 3 or 4 consoles, it's pretty cool in my book. Now the third and final cord, let me set these over here since I've already showed y'all, is the PlayStation Power Plug. Now, I've never had a PlayStation 1. So I don't know if it used the same plug. I think I know a store that has one for sale one of those antique-like places. So I can check next time I go there, just out of curiosity. But this was used on the PlayStation 2, I know. I think some versions of the PS3 used it. It may have been the PS3 Slim. There were other versions that used a 3-plug. I think some people have called it a tea kettle plug, I've heard. And I might have one of those, actually. But I know it's used on the PS4. Now, the PS4 has a longer one. And I've got it. I gotta find it, to be honest with you. I think the PS5, the most recent one, the PS5, I think it actually uses it too. But if you've got, I really like the fact that if I wanted to go from my PS4 to my PS2, I can just unplug, swap them out, and then plug this into the power converter box, which gives it a longer length for the PS2. So I can set it over on a counter or my nightstand right here or something. But I just wanted to show y'all those because I genuinely do really like it. When you can take a cord and use it for several different things, including if it's several different generations of the same game console or computer or anything like that. I've actually got somewhere, I've got one of those like 8 or 10-in-1 chargers that just have converter plugs. And I bought that to charge a mini Chromebook. It wound up not being worth it because it was busted. But if I can find that multi-charger, I'm going to try to use that more often because it genuinely was really cool in my opinion. But just wanted to show y'all those. Y'all have a good one. See y'all next time.